No, he doesn't need F-16s now.
US President Joe Biden stated in an interview on Friday that his nation is not currently preparing to send F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine because that country is already receiving its needs from military aid from the West, such as tanks and artillery. Biden also stated that the United States and its allies are pushing Ukraine to achieve victories in this conflict so that they can negotiate from a better position in the spring.
Look, we're sending him what our seasoned military thinks he needs now. He needs tanks, he needs artillery, he needs air defense. We have to put the Ukrainians in a position where they can make advances this spring and summer and move to a place where they can negotiate from a position of strength.
Washington announced on the first anniversary of Russia's military operation in Ukraine on Friday that it would provide $2 billion in more weaponry for Kiev as it prepares for a spring offensive. This aid did not include the F-16s that Ukraine requested, while Kiev's international allies are debating whether to provide it or not.
Good afternoon, everybody. In another demonstration of our enduring commitment, earlier today the Department of Defense announced $2 billion in additional security assistance for Ukraine under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative.
Meanwhile, the European Union announced a 10th package of sanctions, including the imposition of new restrictions on European exports to Russia worth 11 billion euros, and the freezing of the assets of 3 Russian banks and many entities. The sanctions come in conjunction with China's proposal for a peace plan that Russia welcomed, while the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed his intention to meet with the Chinese President Xi Jinping.
First of all, I plan to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping, and I believe that this will be beneficial for our country and for security in the world. We have a large trade turnover with China. This issue is not only war, but the preservation of economic relations.
Despite parties that are working on peace, Ukrainians say the war can only end by providing the Ukrainian military with everything it needs. However, Russia would have a different point of view on this matter in particular, and the course of the war would definitely change over the coming months.